so still trying to catch up before I make the top 10 top worst videos. Get back in frame! Please.
Okay. That's better.
Thank you. I don't blame you for wanting to hide in this, though, to be entirely honest. So, I've noticed this about Ridley Scott the past few years I've seen his movies. He either fills me with a lot of hate or makes me want to fall asleep.
And what was it today?
I almost fell asleep watching this. Were you as bored as I was watching this?
I'm gonna cross my legs again, but if it does, it makes me look really weird. If I keep crossing my legs over and over again, why am I noticing this? I should be paying attention to the movie.
So you were just as bored as I was.
Some of it, I mean,
there were some interesting parts, but
yeah.
fuck. They did not need to be 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Because it felt every minute of that 2.5 hours. So this is all the money in the world. Well, it's not quite 2.5. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I know, because I was like, yeah, I know.
What?
It is legitimately 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
I know this because I was like debating what to go see tonight. It's like, well, Molly's Game is probably better, but it's 2.5 hours. I really don't want to see Insidious 4. All right, let's just get this over with. So, yeah, and obviously this movie is a bit controversial, and the movie's its damnedest not to address it in any way, to often kind of unintentionally hilarious effect, the point where you and I just started laughing because the first name that pops up in the opening credits is Christopher Plummer, as if to say, not Kevin Spacey, not at all Kevin Spacey, he's not in the movie, stop asking questions.
I really wanted them to say not Kevin Spacey instead of like Christopher Plummer on there.
That would have been great. Like,
not who you think it is.
It's like trying to do
I'm disappointed though. No.
It's kind of like the Jedi mind trick on you. Like, Kevin Spacey was never in this movie.
Or like Psychic Paper from Doctor Who.
That's right. Yep. I get that reference. I know. I'm working my way through it. I'm on David Tennant. We're in good a place. But, and to be fair, Christopher Plummer's probably the best part of this movie.
Yep.
Which makes the fact that it was shot in, like, I don't know, less than a week pretty remarkable. But my God, there's some parts where like, just get on with it. Something happen, please.
Although I like how when they were filling it in the episode, the scenes.
They might as well have been filler episodes in this movie.
Yeah, I know. They do go back into, like, the typical Italian lifestyle. And it's just like, I wanted them to start screaming in Italian at the fire, going like, oh, what are you doing? A fire, get out of here. You're doing a kidnapping. I just felt like they should have done a lot more stereotyping.
It would have been nice if the movie had a sense of humor on somewhere.
That'd be really funny.
As I was like, hey, Bubba Boopy, I don't know. Something Mario shows up. I don't know. I'm going like every Italian thing I know.
Oh, yeah. There are actually a lot of Marios that I know.
I actually made that mistake once at I think it was my sister's graduation from community college, where I was young and stupid. And at some point, somebody like, I'm still young and stupid, but I'm older and stupid. See, I finished your joke for you.
Thank you.
I got the look. But anyway, I just embarrassed the crap of my mother because some guy, Mario such and such, and before I could stop myself, went, it's me, Mario. Woo-hoo. And my mother just across me and they were going, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my rude ass son. I was like, what, 16 at the time?
Did you scream it?
Yes.
Did you know the guy?
Nope.
Yeah. That's a little weird.
Yeah. I didn't care.
I know.
I got a chuckle. That's all I was aiming for. Some guy in the back's just like, ah.
Good job.
Thank you. I pride myself on my buffoonery. Clearly. But yeah, other than that, so for those who have not seen a trailer for this, who don't know what it's about, first off, I will say this. The one thing I'm going to remember from this movie, when it all is said and done, is that watching the trailer for this, when they have not swapped out Christopher Plummer for Kevin Spacey after all Kevin Spacey things, was one of the single most uncomfortable experiences I've had in a theater. Because
I didn't get to see the trailer for it.
you got I got this trailer all the time for a while. I always had and Kevin Spacey and him in full makeup and all that stuff, saying lines, stuff like that, which made the transfer so awkward because when they said oh, Kevin Spacey, how Christopher Plummer is in, nobody swapped out the trailer for this in any of the screenings we had.
It's probably expensive.
They can afford to do this, and they swapped it. They took them off the poster, they took them off the listing, took them off everything, but they couldn't swap out the trailer. And they even made a new trailer with Christopher Plummer in it, which made it even more baffling. So every time it would come up, I was sitting there with Grant, I would be like, oh God.
Maybe they're putting money on the fact that maybe you're thinking it's like the Mandela effect.
Just see somebody else in there.
You're like, wait a minute, isn't this Kevin Spacey? No, it's not.
No, you do not see
Berenstein.
Sir Barrington.
Barrington?
I told you that's the D&D story I told you about.
Oh.
Look up Sir Barrington if you're not familiar with that one. It's really funny. Hey, that's not Christopher Plummer. That's Kevin Spacey. Shh! Please take out that man. Kevin Spacey does not exist here anymore. Which is gonna make it really awkward when I talk about Baby Driver, probably my top 10 list. But yeah, so this movie has Paul, this woman's son, played by a Paul Dano lookalike. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I know who it is, but I don't think he looks like him.
You don't think so?
I think he looks like a girl. I kept thinking he was a girl.
It's definitely up for debate. He's definitely
beautiful hair. He had beautiful hair.
He's very 70s. My first thought was he looks like he just came off the set of The Mask. That was my first thought when he walked on stage with the weird tuxedo.
Oh yeah.
So that was my first thought. I was like, I feel like he just fought Jim Carrey in some capacity. Which made me think I really would rather be watching The Mask right now.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
It's still a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
And and I'd much rather be watching that right now, to be entirely honest. So all that. So then he gets kidnapped, and the whole movie is basically 2 hours of padding, and then they pay him off and end the movie. That's really it. That's really about it. And meanwhile, it's padding of them trying to go to Christopher Plummer, who's the richest man ever, and trying to get this money from him, and him basically just going no, over and over again. And then we cut over to the Paul guy, who just finds a way to run away, and they bring him right back. It's pretty repetitive for what it is, and it wouldn't be so bad if the guy they got to play the kidnapped kid wasn't so bad for 2/3 of this film. Because there are parts where he's legitimately panicking and running around where he's good, but when he just has to talk. Did you find that as annoying as I did?
I felt like, it wasn't coming across strongly enough.
You're being very, very nice about it.
I know. Because I'm focused on the Italians.
What did you notice about the Italians? You are more immersed in that culture than I am.
No, because when you mentioned okay, it's just back and forth, and he escapes and he goes back in. Well, that's because Italy's kind of part of my thing. So.
Well, not so much okay.
Okay. So.
Explain.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to apparently. So, because Italy's a highly corrupt place still today, and back then in the 70s, I bet it's extremely a lot more.
Probably.
Corrupt. I mean, by the time the characters were starting to run out, the character was trying to escape from being kidnapped. He kept being pulled back in because of all the bribes of the police and everyone in the towns, and I thought that was kind of.
Yeah, there's a few MacGuffins in this movie that kind of annoy me. Oh, they found the kidnappers, but oh no, they moved the princess to another castle. And then there's just like, oh, you ran away, but don't worry, they just brought him right back. And shit like that. I will say, I did like, I'm sorry, I cut you off from the corrupt Italian thing you had going there. Okay, just making sure. Would you like to talk about corrupt Italians?
No, I don't.
Do you owe them money?
No.
This would explain a couple things.
No, I'm from the good Italy.
See, now after you get the whole Italian is corrupt thing, now I'm not sure I believe you.
Good. Feel threatened. That's good. That's good.
Now I really don't believe you. You just said that like a stone cold mafia boss.
What?
You feel fear. Good. Use your instincts.
Intimidation is good. Intimidation is very good. It is.
It's kind of hot, not gonna lie.
Okay, well, let's go back to...
See, there you go. I switched power back. That's how I do. That's how I roll. Anyway, moving on. So...
But you just exposed your hand. Guess what?
What?
You're gonna get fucked.
Promises.
Not like that. I caught it. I got mud on me. Anyway.
Have you been a naughty boy or bad boy? That's what they say in this movie. That made me like, where is this going? And oddly enough, one of the other best parts of the movie is the blossoming romance between kidnapper and kidnappee.
Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to ship them together. It's like, you saw my face. You think it's beautiful, don't you? I was like, yes,
I'll keep you a secret if you'll keep my. He actually, well, like, to be fair, that guy wasn't really good in that movie. In this movie, where he was just like, he was legitimately kind of charming for a kidnapper.
A little bit.
Yeah, or at least you believed what he was going through, and then like, I have a soft spot for young Paul.
He got into the kidnapping in the first place, not for a soft spot.
The Beast locked Belle away too, and that worked out pretty well. Kidnappings can sometimes lead to romance.
Okay, so you think this is a gay kidnapper who fell in love with a kitty?
He totally wanted to fuck that kid.
I don't know about that.
The way he gingerly, firmly grabbed his face as they cut off his ear.
He's like, by the way, are you at least 17?
Because that's the legal age to consent in Italy, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. He looked 20, so...
He looked like... I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
And you let him walk alone in Italy or Morocco, wherever it was?
I thought in the opening scene when he was going over the prostitutes, he was actually going to go there.
I thought so too.
Like, and still he's all like, oh, yeah, pretty lady. It's all like, okay,
creepy.
Are you gonna... Okay.
Poorly acted creepy child.
Yeah, he's all like, hey.
Like, I have emotions.
Wink. I'm a boy. Wink.
Or there's even parts where it's like, I was happy in Morocco, why'd you take me away from there? It's like, okay, Anakin. He was, like, that, especially in the first act, like, he was one rant about sand away from being just as annoying as Hayden Christensen in episode 2 and 3.
We just had this funny idea. What happens if the kid was replaced by, what's his name? Everyone hates him. In Star Wars.
Little Orphan Annie.
No, in Star Wars. Jar Jar Binks.
Oh my god.
We will send you one of his damn ass motherfucking floppy ears.
Oh god.
We're waiting.
Watching his ear be cut off would be the best part of the movie. Chloroform the son of a bitch. Cut off his foot while you're at it. Kill the fucker. We don't care.
Send his other ear. Take his tongue too.
It makes the movie very different. It'd be like, we have Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, good.
You shall give us money. He's like, we will pay you to kill him. Which is a really awkward thing to say with the windows rolled down and somebody with the camera rolling and somebody walking past into their car as I'm saying it.
Well, you said it, not me.
It's okay. I'll talk to the police later. I have evidence. I was just wanting to murder Jar Jar. Which I feel like everyone would be on the same page on that one.
Yeah, then the police like, yeah, let him.
Yeah, okay, all right. That makes sense. Okay, you're free to go, sir.
Hey, but don't forget to get him, okay?
Yeah. But yeah, I already don't give a shit about the main kid to begin with, so I don't really care if he lives or dies or not.
That whole speech at the beginning where it's all like, yeah, we're like you, but we're not like you because we're rich. So everything in the story is gonna be badass. It's like, okay, we're waiting for a badass story.
Fuck you. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, and that was it.
Still waiting.
Oh, the horrors of being rich. Darn.
And even then, they keeps cutting back to Getty, who said I had lots of gratitude, but Paul was special. I'm kind of thinking, how? What has he done? Please explain to me what is so special about fucking the sand is rough Paul over here. Not the only thing that's irritating Anakin.
I have a feeling if the Getty's storyline happened in modern day, this kid would be like, I'm a wannabe model and I'm doing all kinds of cocaine and stuff, and he gets kidnapped.
No, he'd be
pay you in Bitcoin.
If this is modern, this is modern day, he'd be some stupid liberal hipster. He'd be going, dude, I got some pamphlets you should fucking read.
Take my ear, man.
Take my ear, man. It just it's working for the establishment, and you fat cats in your fucking suits. All right. Well, I don't have to pay rent. And I don't see how it's important right now. God.
You know how many Bitcoins I'm worth?
This video's not dated anymore. Isn't that already going away?
Actually, I just saw something about a new a coin coming out.
Oh, okay.
Currency or whatever.
All right, sure.
I don't know.
But it's also probably just as worthless.
Bitcoins are going out already? Wow.
I
Why
know,
am I
big
so
show.
surprised?
Shocked.
My investments.
You mean an imaginary currency is not backed up by anything
Yes.
in real life?
My last investment in Monopoly money didn't pan out.
My God. What a twist on this massive story.
It's we're gonna have tangent.
Because we never go on tangents. But yeah, so to be fair, there are some good things about it. Like I said, I like the kidnapper. I thought I was rooting for the kidnapper.
You want to be with a kidnapper, don't you?
I mean, grab a beer for the poor guy, at least. I feel like this just went really pear-shaped, and the poor guy just got shat on by everybody.
No, this wasn't the guy who was pooping and...
No, that guy... He got shot. No, that guy, his life went in the crapper. Really fast.
I got it.
It's like that joke I made to you that you got the most massive eye roll.
That was a dad-worthy joke.
It was a dad-worthy joke, and I loved it. That was an Austin in Austin Powers, whenever the girl dies or the guy dies by getting his head bitten off, and he starts making jokes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of more, but that was the only one I came up with.
Thank the Lord.
There's a part where the guy gets his ear cut, after he gets his ear cut off, and they show it, which is a gruesome scene. And then they mail it to somebody, and I couldn't help myself. I was leaning over you, I'm like, boy, howdy, she got an earful. And that's about the reaction I got at the time, too.
I don't want to hear it again. One more time, because I really want to hear it.
You sound like you don't like getting earfuls.
I almost thought something bad to say. I didn't say it.
Well, now I'm kind of curious.
No.
All right, tell me off camera.
No, not even that.
Oh, wow. Okay, that bad, huh? All right. I'll leave you be on that one. Considering it was a last-minute switch, Christopher Plummer is still pretty damn good in this. Whenever he's on screen, it's okay, I have something to watch now.
They literally threw a Hail Mary casting him.
Pretty much.
And it worked.
And it worked out way better than it has any right to, quite frankly, because he's in a good chunk of the film. Because Marky Mark wasn't doing it for me. The girl is fine, but I just did not care about her son. Her son was just so dull.
She didn't sound like... No, yeah.
And I just kind of wish the son was played by Paul Dano. I feel like he would have done a better job. Cause
I'd like that.
He can act. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Because at least he would have like personality and, and like charisma, rather than we're rich and we're super rich and let me talk about how we're rich. I'm special, like a precious fucking snowflake.
Look at my beautiful hair.
Oh. But like honestly, I know some people are liking this, and I can see why some people would like this. I just thought it was really boring. Would you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I'd watch once. That's it.
Yeah, I will never watch this again.
Like I know the story. I know how it goes. Great. Nothing really is keeping me there any longer.
No, and even then, there were parts where it's kind of like, okay, you can wrap it up now. You can start wrapping this up. Okay, spoiler, Getty's dead. Okay, whatever. Let's move on. All right, I get that. He's looking at a portrait. I get it. Symbolism. Yeah. Move on. Move on.
I was like, oh, I should have leaned over and been like, do you see that? Do you see the mother and the baby, and then the mother and the baby?
I prescribe to I think it's Film Brain. You can just, every time something like that comes out, you just go yell symbolism like as loud as you can.
And then the nearest teacher needs to stand up and be like, "Does anyone see this in the film?" What else do you say? Yes, you sir in the back. What do you see? I see your fucking face in the way of the camera.
Very good, sir. Or
yes, you're right.
Like what's that one joke where it says what the author writes, the curtains are blue. What the teacher says it means. It's a
good at bullshit.
It's a symbol of his sorrow during the Depression, and also as a metaphor for the Holocaust. And it's like what the author actually meant. The curtains were fucking blue. Granted, this one's still trying to be deep and like, oh, his riches were nothing compared to real connection and family. He died alone, only with his fortune and his portraits. Just so you don't feel bad for being poor.
Yeah, it's okay, poor people. Just pay us at the box office and look at this rich man get shit-faced.
Yeah, for only like the last scene. Otherwise, he's doing pretty well for himself. You know, he has his epic plans. He's built this gigantic villa in California. He's doing fine.
And he was a cheap wad.
He was a cheap wad.
That's the secret to success.
Honestly, kinda. Yeah.
It is.
Just
Everyone
be as
that I know
cheap
that's
as
rich.
possible. Granted, like the way he was being a massive dick was like the more interesting parts of the film. Just like, oh, good news! I can kind of write the ransom as a tax write-off, so I'm willing to give it now to my weird drug addicted hippie Jesus son. Which apparently, but did he just die?
I have no idea. Maybe he's still alive. I don't know.
Then why didn't he inherit the money at the end?
Maybe he got disowned by his dad. Maybe he wasn't in the will originally. Before he had a stroke and died suddenly.
Maybe. I feel like
there's
there's
a timeline, but I don't know if that's real for the real timeline.
Yeah, because I'm just going to assume they took some liberties. I know this because the movie told me. Because, I always love when they put out there, like, this is only based on true events. Things are taken for dramatic purposes. So, like, no shit.
Really? I thought they were, like, in real life.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally. I don't know, I kind of wish it means that everything wraps up neatly at the end.
Great, this is just the shitty part of my story.
Yeah, pretty much. Although, like, one of the things is, like, we all think we're Neo from the Matrix, but some of us are just a security guard he beats up.
Aww. Can I at least get taken over by an agent?
Would that be better or worse? I mean, at least
I don't give a shit. I get to be Hugo Weaving for a couple minutes.
Cookies need love like everything does.
Oh my god, I'd have killer eyebrows. I'd have killer voice.
See, now I'm just thinking...
And I could be Priscilla in the desert.
I'm just thinking Makes Revolution now with the laugh. Do you remember that? Or my favorite edits from the second one is just somebody just put in the word ow every time like one of the clones got hit.
I think I've seen that.
So this is ow, 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 ow. Where has Hugo Weaving been? Now I think about it, I haven't seen him anything in a long time.
I don't know. I think the last thing I saw him was when he was the Red Skull.
Like that or Transformers 3?
Yeah.
Probably Red Skull though. He said he never wants to come back to that.
He'll be either Agent Smith or he'll be the elf from Lord of the Rings forever. Or from Priscilla. He's good.
No, he's Megatron.
No, he's Priscilla. Not Priscilla, but the character Priscilla. Never seen him look so fabulous. Have you ever seen that?
I have not.
He's a drag queen in it.
Nice.
He's a drag queen.
Just imagine that as a drag queen.
Yeah, and he's a damn good drag queen.
He's a beautiful drag queen.
He's a good entertainer. That lady, it was pretty good.
Yeah, but I can't really think of anything else to talk about this film. Do you got anything?
No, not really. Nothing really important.
It's boring. I almost fell asleep. It's not as bad as the Moses movie he made a few years ago.
Is that the one with the rock creatures?
No, it's Noah.
Okay.
Although that one was pretty bad too. This is one where they try to take a realistic approach to the Moses story, but it was one of the worst boring films I've ever seen.
I probably saw it and don't remember it.
You're blessed. That one had God literally as a child having a temper tantrum.
Isn't that kind of what it is like?
No, that's not a metaphor. That's literally how God is in the film. Like, I'm not saying that to be funny. That is legitimately what God is in the film. He is a child that appears to Moses, and Moses goes like, "Are you sure we need to do this?" And like, "We need to do it my way, meh!" And that's literally God in the film.
So God needed a nap.
God really needed a nap. Because apparently when you don't get your nap, you kill all the firstborns.
Well, that makes sense.
I know, I feel that way when I don't get a nap.
I'm going to use that next time. Actually, no, that'd be bad of me. But I'll still probably
Don't say that in front of Sarah. So, man, I need a nap so badly I can just kill all the firstborn.
It's in my book, too, okay?
Same, Sarah's Jewish.
Okay, that's a little closer to home.
I probably wouldn't care, honestly. I've said worse things in front of her.
I said worse things to a lot of people from all kinds of religious backgrounds.
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. There was that time I made all kinds of Nazi jokes that were so bad, Sarah told me I was awful. I think that was the Green Room review. You want to look that up?
I will, because I want to see what you said.
It was pretty funny at the time.
What for what one again?
The Green Room. Because that was that wasn't Patrick Stewart was a Nazi.
Sir Patrick Stewart?
Oh, yeah. It's actually
Nazi?
It's a really good film. He plays a neo-Nazi, but he's like the classiest neo-Nazi you've ever seen.
I bet you every time he probably got off the scene, he's like, "I'm so sorry. I hate that."
Probably. I don't know. He kind of owns it, though. Like, there's a part where he has a bat and just...
Ooh.
And he just, like, casually drops the N-word and stuff.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
It is a hard... Do not watch that movie on a good day. I won't say that, because that one was, like, horrifically violent. That one has, like, scene where, like, they stick dogs on people. It doesn't like, oh, they wrestle with the dogs for a little bit. No, it immediately just rips the throat out of somebody. There's a part where, like, they get locked in. He reaches a hand out and it just gets hacked out. He comes out, there's nothing but, like hanging from the bone.
Wonderful.
It's a really good movie. But yeah, don't watch that on a day where you feel happy and joyful.
What days are those? Because I don't know what those days anymore.
Well, then go watch The Green Room. Wow, thanks. Just between the intro and this, he's like, what does he do to her?
Banana. Howard Banana. Everyone tell Howard Banana for me.
Aaron's gonna be really confused now. Great. It's like trying to do like Morse code with your eyes. Anyway, I'm trying to think of a joke. It's like, what won't make me a complete ass? There's nothing else I can do. See, there you go. That's what I was waiting for. I knew that was coming.
I'm like, when should I do it? He's not lifting his hand yet.
I was like, no matter what I do, it's a trap.
It's so fun to put traps on you. It is way too much fun.
It's like running out of building, burning, and going, I did not burn down this. God damn it. 'Cause, 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 Great, that'll hold up in court.
Please don't.
Trailers!
Oh, and you think you can disarm me? I can too.
I can, just not on camera.
Banana.
So the first trailer we got I'm trying to remember which one this was. 7 days in Entebbe.
Can't read your own handwriting. That's done with a texting screen.
Well, apparently it's more like me trying to spell the name of the city. Because I'm trying to remember. Do you remember which one this was?
No, I don't know.
Fuck, it's gonna bug me now.
What is it called? City what?
7 days in Entebbe or whatever. Something with 2 B's. Whoop, shush, phone. I'm working.
Sure you will.
Entebbe, that's what it was.
TBB?
And
I got
TBB.
I got Tibet. Tibet.
Oh, this is the hijacking movie.
7 years.
Remember the one where Nemo from Civil War takes over a plane? And they land and it's all hostages
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Okay.
The guy from Inglourious Bastards. That's not the Jew hunter. Yeah, that one looks... That's what I call him in the movie. I'm not being offensive.
Sure.
Okay, I'm not... I need to make it clear, just for the record, I'm not anti...
Alright, that's rule 3, don't worry. I think.
I am not anti-Semitic, nor do I beat up my girlfriend. There. For the record, there it is. Because apparently I need to do that now. And I need to move this hand from now on. This one over here.
Oh my god.
So that's the first trailer. They're gonna get me in trouble with the police one of these days. Then we got The Commuter. This is a new...
It'll be worth it. While you're getting carted away in a police car, I'll be like...
It's like, what's that Christopher Tice quote where he's like, he hit me, well she hit me first, which didn't work in kindergarten, not gonna work now. Yeah, we got a new trailer for Neeson season, which actually comes out this week, so that'll be fun.
Has he been... I'm still wondering if he's been on all modes of transportation.
He crashed in the Gray on a plane. This is him in a train. He's crashed several cars in the Taken movies. Oh, and there was a boat in the first Taken. So, yeah, he's been on damn near everything.
Has he been in space?
Star Wars.
That doesn't count.
Oh, but it kind of counts.
Because it's Star Wars. I mean, like...
So Space Shuttle is the one we have to cross off the list.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Neeson in space. It's Neeson season.
Someone's killing my daughter on another space station. Let's get to her. No, how about him coming down to Earth?
Neeson is an alien?
No. Like, he's in the space station. Someone's kidnapping his daughter again on Earth, and he's got to get down from space.
Oh, my God. I feel like Neeson movies have been like a parody at this point, because like the funniest joke in Daddy's Home 2 is they walk in on a Liam Neeson movie called Mistletoe, and it's him on like a pickup, like one of those giant trucks carrying a missile. And just the fake dialogue, and I was like, I want to watch that more than anything else I've seen. I really want to see Mistletoe. Can we make that happen? But The Commuter looks like it could be a fun Neeson romp. He stabs people, people try to stab him. It's a good time. Shit moves, it explodes.
When I first saw it, I kept thinking about Nick of Time. In the Nick of Time.
I don't think I've seen The Nick of Time. Is that like another train movie?
No, it's kind of like, taking somebody and telling them to... Well, he's told to kill somebody, right?
Or he's told like somebody doesn't belong here. Find out who.
Yeah, and in Nick of Time, it's like you picking a random stranger and telling them to assassinate somebody. You gotta.
I think closest I've seen to that is Red Eye.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
I like Red Eye.
I like Cillian Murphy.
I like Cillian Murphy too. He's just the perfect amount of creep.
No, perfect amount of good.
He's the Scarecrow.
I don't mind.
I can't judge. I have a thing for Michael Shannon, so... So I had to go to the bathroom. Apparently I missed 50 Shades of Grey again.
I know.
And that Natalie Portman movie I keep getting a trailer for. But we did get the trailer for the Black Widow movie that will never happen now. Red Sparrow.
Yeah.
That's like just replace Scarlett Johansson with Jennifer Lawrence. Which, okay, not gonna lie, kind of for Scarlett Johansson, but it's also not really a fair comparison. Do you like J-Lo? Or J-Law, whatever you call her, whatever the...
J-Lo is...
I know, I realized my mistake.
It'd be funny if it was J-Lo, though.
Oh, that'd be horrible. I'd be going the way like...
Was it Geely?
Gobble, gobble. Turkey time. Never seen that movie, but I've seen the highlight reels. Come and moisturize me. Oh, God. Get the turkey baster out, honey. Let's roleplay. I'm making that up. I don't know if that's jiggly or not. Yeah, so that was Red Sparrow. Yeah, have you seen that clip from Giggly, whatever you call it? Gigi?
Not that clip. Nothing about turkey basters.
Okay, the turkey burst stand are made up, but everything
Okay,
like the other stuff was actually in the movie.
I know about the first thing you said.
The gobble gobble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's still great for the wrong reasons. So yeah, that one looks like a spy movie, and it could be good. I don't know. I haven't seen Jennifer Lawrence do much action outside X-Men.
Yeah.
I know. Last thing I saw her in was Mother, and that movie can suck a dick.
Last movie I saw her in was the one where she played person important for like god damn it, the 24-hour like sales show TV channel.
Oh, Hope.
Yeah.
That one. Remember that movie being okay?
It was boring.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't one David O. Russell's better films. Then we got in this trailer 1517 to Paris. That was the war hero Clint Eastwood movie again. Which I'm realizing the more I see that trailer why it's a February film and not something they put out for Oscar season, because while they got the real heroes to play the parts, which good for them, they're not actors.
And those are the real actors? I mean, the real
people that actually lived through the event.
Why would you do that? Why would you have them live through it again multiple times for scenes?
Because in this case, they came out of it pretty clean, and they are heroes. I mean, they did save a whole bunch, like a shit ton of people on that train. And as far as I know, no one got hurt or died or anything from it. So,
it just seems a little weird.
Yeah, it is a little weird, but I can also tell that they're probably not very good actors either. So it's like that's gonna be a hard one to talk about, because like they are heroes, but they're not actors. Let's make that clear. There's a reason you hire actors for your acting movie. You can't teach a butterfly to bark.
Well, maybe they should hire the real Getty kid that got kidnapped.
I feel like that's different though, because he got horribly tortured. These guys stopped a guy on a train. Like, I don't know about you.
I'm sure there's gonna be some bad things on the train that happened too.
I'm sure. No, like, it looks like
scary.
It looks like most of them are just talking about their time in the military.
Oh, okay.
It's him getting that from the trailer. It's like the last.
Okay, yeah, then it's different.
Yeah, so I think most of it's gonna be like military propaganda, and then like 5 minutes of the actual event.
Okay, not the kid. What about the no?
Are you trying to see who you can place with the real Getty?
Yeah, well.
I mean, like, to be.
No,
that'd be really weird if the kid came back to play himself in the movie, considering he's got to be like 50 by this point.
Yeah, but you might get some insight on the kidnapper. Maybe he did. Maybe there was something there.
Here, don't take my ear. Mom called. Mom, I need you to pick me up. Okay, son, I'll come get you. What? He's about as old as Getty.
Kidnapper singing. Maybe there was something there that wasn't there before. That's what I was going with. There's something strange.
Would have been great if he came in with a steak and started going, be our guest, be our guest.
Eat this fucking steak to stay alive.
Drink this down really fast, you won't feel this.
We need your ear, just the tip. Enough, we're done.
Come on now, we'll be quick. We just need the money so you can go home. That was awkward. I tried. 'Cause I'm killing this on top of my head, you know. I'll take what I can get. It's not the most seamless musical thing I've done on this show, to which there have been surprisingly many. But props for effort. And then the last trailer we got was Sicario.
Snaps.
Sicario 2, which is a sequel I did not know we were getting. Did you see the first Sicario?
Mm-mm.
The first Sicario is a fantastic film, but it is not what the trailers make it out to be. The trailers make it look like be like this kind of like a John Wick style action movie with Benicio del Toro. What you got was a still badass Benicio del Toro, but a hardcore drama and like drama thriller about the Mexican cartel.
Oh.
And it's really brutal. It's made my top 10 list that year, and I love Josh Brolin to death. And if he's just as much of a like uncaring jackass like he is in that movie, I'm already in. Because that one, like, in the first one he plays like the informant, but you can tell like he knows some shit that nobody else does, and he's really cocky about it. Mm-hmm. So there's just lines when he'll like meet up random people, and then he'll just go like, "Hey man, how you doing?" Like, I've been there's red speckles in my pee. He's like, "Have you been checked by a doctor?" It's like, "Nah, burns. That's blood, dude." But it's not overtly. They're just like talking the shit as they're walking away. And that's just the conversation you hear. So it'll cut from that to like them driven past like burnt bodies that are hung on nooses in the streets.
Casual.
Just go watch Sicario.
Death is casual.
So go watch that do that double feature with that with the Green Room. You'll have a time. I don't know, a good time, but a time all the same. Man, what do you think of Sicario 2?
I don't know. I didn't see the first one,
look,
so I can't say very much.
Maybe that's where he disappeared to after The Last Jedi.
Huh?
Benicio del Toro, same actor. You know, DJ, the hacker guy from The Last Jedi.
Oh, right. No, I remember.
I know, he's pretty easy to forget.
No. He's not easy to forget. He just blends in with the roles. Like he can take on the roles. Not like mean.
I
way.
see. I respect that answer. It's a good answer, but at the same time, it's also.
I wasn't okay.
It's also Benicio del Toro, who has like one of the weirdest faces in Hollywood.
Weird as how do I say this? Weird is normal.
Fair enough, but it's like it's kind of like not recognizing John Goodman to me. Because like
what?
Because like you look at John Goodman, it's like, oh look, it's John Goodman. No matter what he's playing or how lost he gets in the role, you instantly recognize John Goodman.
Oh no, yeah.
How about like Guardians of the Galaxy? I would say like one of the few ones maybe you can kind of lose him in.
No, I see him there.
Okay, so that one you got. Maybe DJ's wasn't that memorable a character, honestly. All the pantheon there they had.
Benedictio. What's his name again?
DJ. I remember his last name in The Last Jedi. Is knowing they call him DJ.
Well, no, I mean the actor's name.
Benicio del Toro.
Wasn't he in No Country for Old Men? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, you're thinking Javier Bardem.
Son of a bitch. Maybe I am getting them confused.
No, he's not the guy with the weird hair and the air cannon guy. Yeah. No, that's Javier Bardem.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the last trailer. So, any final thoughts for All the Money in the World?
No.
All the money in the world could not get me to see this again. Actually, I take that back. If someone...
What?
If someone offers me a trinket worth $7 million.
But it was not.
I can dream. Yeah, so I think it's it for this one. So later this week, I think me and Ron are going to watch Darkest Hour on Sunday. And we'll probably check out Molly's Game on Friday. And after that, I think it'll probably be the last movie I need to catch up on before I start finally compiling the list and move on to season 6, which, holy crap, I've been doing this for 6 years.
Wait. Are you gonna dance?
Only if I get to like 500 subscribers. What?
Bitch.
You're the marketing coordinator. Help a fella out.
You know, I'm not paid by you. He hits me and he pays me.
Suddenly turns in Moulin Rouge. I paid my whore.
Whichever. Okay.
And you mean nothing to me. I have actually not seen Moulin Rouge all the way through. I know I've seen clips. I'm like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, I can see that you wouldn't like it.
No, God no. But yeah, so that's it for that. So thank you guys for watching. You know, all somebody needs to do is just like clip the right series together and just make me look like just a horrible monster. Just a.
Ooh, I want the link now.
Don't encourage him. That's like someone made
That's a threat.
Someone made a Good night.